Hello! Sorry I haven't got everything set back up again, but it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? And I don't have my chat on just yet, so if you're gonna talk to me, if I don't throw things everywhere. Oh, I feel like it's been forever. Kind of has been a while since I last did this. Look at me all fumbling. Oh my gosh. This on? There we go. Ugh. Alright everybody, hang on a stick. Just 1 second. I'll turn this guy on. And don't break things. That would be helpful. I got my pattern files out. It's just all nuts right now. Jeez. Alright. Is it not on? Oh, it is on. Oh, I turned down the... Ha! That's the way. That's why. Okay, so what are we doing? Restream chat? I think. Kal-El, I swear. He's been such a troublemaker. Open in browser. Alright. Yay, we got the chat on. Hooray, we got 3 people. Hooray, hello. Let's see who we got. Ribbon Kitten and Melon. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. It's been a while, hasn't it? We had a good holiday. Oh, I did. I actually, you know how I was like kind of dreading it, and you know, every time it's before the holiday, I'm like, God, this again, we gotta go through all this, and it's the financial pressure to get presents for everybody, but when it actually happens, it works out. So, it worked out. Now I just have to get back in the swing of things. Hello, why are you sitting on my sewing machine? Silly cat, get down. Down. Yeah, I know. Why? Every time, you know, I don't know. They like to be high. They like to be tall. Same. I know, it's terrible. So, we got a lot on the docket right now. I had to clear off the table. This is actually the table cleared off. I know, it doesn't look like it, but I had to clean this up and then put things away. Like, I had so many patterns just stacking up, and so that's why I have my 2 pattern files out right now. This is how whenever I draft a pattern and it's done, I put it in a folder and I put it in a file. So that's organized, kind of. This was like the last thing that I was doing. What was this? Oh, yeah. This is my Modes for You collaboration. So I'm going to set that aside over here. Oh my god. And then I got commissions. So I got some commissions for a flapper dress for the 16th. So I ordered the pattern for that. I'm just going to be following a simplicity pattern to create a flapper dress. I have no idea what these are actually for. I don't actually know what these are for. This was for like a blouse or something, I think. Oh well. I'm going to hopefully not lose that. And then somebody else has some Baby Yoda sculptures that they wanted me to create some clothes for. I have these feathers that I got. I made like headbands for the Roaring 20s theme New Year's party that we had. So that's fun. I don't think I need this anymore. Oh yeah, you're attacking that toy finally? My husband and son got me a blanket hoodie. Changed my life. Oh really? Is it really as good as what you're saying it is? I mean, I guess it is because you're saying it. The internet is turning into Baby Yoda. This is true. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. Let's see. For me, it's the exact reverse. I look forward to the holidays and then, yeah. Oh, and then when they happen, you're all disappointed. yeah, it's just super stressful, but I'm kind of glad it's over now, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Yeah, my desk is not nice at the moment, getting all my shears sharpened today to start the year fresh. That's good. I have not sharpened my shears. I have some really good ones that I need to take to like a specialist, unless they're ruined forever because I tried sharpening them myself, which is something you shouldn't do, because the sharp end of a scissor is really different from the sharp end of a knife, so don't use a knife sharpener on nice scissors. So I may have ruined them forever, but I'm not sure yet. Anyway, they're still there. Oh gosh, and I had cut out this pink apron. I still have all of this remnant. I think I have all the pieces. Almost all the pieces. These are the shoulder straps. This is the waistband. I think I may have stopped cutting after I realized that it needed to be larger. But I do have some pieces of the pink apron that was mistakenly cut out in a too small of a size. So this needs to be put together, and probably I'm going to sell it on stream or something. But you've seen this apron before, you know it. You know what it is. We made a bunch of these health potions for D&D. So, like a bunch of them. We got as many of these bottles as they had. We found 2 more at the other Michael's. Was it Michael's? No, it was Hobby Lobby. We went to Hobby Lobby. So they had 5 that weren't broken, and then we got 2 more because the other 3 they had were broken. We still have this one. We did a whole bunch of these potion bottles, and we want to just sell them on the side. What is this for? Why do I have this? I didn't label it. See, this is why we have to label our patterns. Label your patterns with what this goes to, because now I don't know. Ah! I have a piece of interfacing hanging out here. What's going on? Did somebody else make it in? Oh my gosh. My mom is insisting I should buy a scissor sharpener. I'd rather go to a specialist and pay $25 a year for a pro. There you go. That's the way to do it. Minty! It's Minty! Hello, Minty! Ha-ha! I see now. I caught up a little bit with what's going on here. Just did bodice fits for your class. Oh yeah, that's right. It might have been that. It was a collar though, so yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, I think I'm caught up for now. So, some of the Christmas presents that I did, case in point, this shirt that's hanging up over here, this was a Christmas present for my boyfriend's father, and mostly I didn't know if it would fit him. I kind of didn't think it would fit him, but I also wanted to say, hey, I have this shirt, and it's probably your size, probably not, but try it on. So when he tried it on, I had an idea of what size it actually is for him. So I'm going to remake this shirt probably better than this hot mess, at least in my opinion. Everyone loved the shirts that I gave them, but I know what the flaws are. But in this case, I'm going to remake the shirt to his size, and I also have another commission for my roommate, actually, who ordered, well, we had an arrangement, and so I ordered the spoonflower fabric of the xenomorph fabric. Oh, it's over there. So I was going to make another one of these types of shirts without the yoke and everything for her friend that she's commissioning me to make. Alright, so these, oh my god, you guys, this is all of my files for the Otome no Sewing, Goth Lolly, and GLBs that I have drafted over the years. Not including the other box that has a lot of the Simplicity stuff and McCall's, but this is how I store my patterns. I made room by splitting them into 2 boxes. What are you guys doing? Why are you fighting each other? Makes no sense. the shirt that I'm commissioned to do is right here. So it came out gray, which is too bad, but it might still work. It's going to be a work shirt, so like a work shirt. It's very, it's not stiff anymore. So here's the thing that I have to go over with you guys. If you ever decide to get spoon flower fabric, first of all, if you're getting something in a dark color, make sure that that dark color prints the way that it should, because I have had this problem in the past where whoever is creating the print doesn't use the hex key of the color, and so it might look black on their screen, but when it's printed it does not look like it looks on their screen. It looks gray, or it looks, yeah, like I've had this with the navy blue and they didn't use the right hex key for the print proof, and so it ended up being more of a muted bluish gray. So in this case, this is problem on the print designer side, but the gray is okay for this case. They said that it was fine. The other thing that I wanted to make sure that you guys knew was I missed everybody too. I did not print it. Oh, so crafty, so hello. Welcome. We are talking about Spoonflower. When you get something from Spoonflower that has a lot of dark colored coverage like this, you have to treat it in a certain way, because when it comes to you, it is not washed and it's very stiff. The ink in it makes it super stiff. I got the poplin because the way the poplin feels just raw felt like the right kind of hand for something like a shirt. And then when I got this, the edges felt right, but then the rest of the printed area felt like it was starched times 10. So what I ended up doing is I washed it. That didn't really alleviate the stiffness too much. And then what I did is I took some Downy fabric softener in a bucket, just watered down, and I stuffed it all in there and I let it sit in fabric softener for 4 hours. Sometimes you could go longer than that, but that really helped to alleviate this horrid stiffness. So now I think it's more wearable. And again, this is the poplin. This isn't the petal cotton, that their signature cotton. So the cotton might ease a little bit more into less stiffness if you do soak it in fabric softener, but I think the fabric softener really helps after it's been printed like this. Hello, Omni! Everybody's here. Yay! It's a brilliant service. It is. They print to order for you. Yeah, it is brilliant, except that there are a few flaws that I'm trying to convey that you might be able to alleviate if you do order from them. In any case, this is going to turn into a work shirt. Similar to this style, but without the yoke or, you know, contrasting color cuffs. We're just going to do the whole thing out of one color. It is a bit pricey. Yeah, this was, I think, $20 a yard. The lowest price is $17.50 a yard. That's for their signature cotton. So it's great if you have like a specific Lolita dress in mind and you just want to make it out of cotton. So their lowest price is $17.50. It is a premium sort of service, so you're paying for, you know, that sort of service. But it's perfectly suited for making a fun dress out of. If you can't find a specific fabric, but you found it on Spoonflower because somebody designed it, you can get it that way. Just hope and pray that that print designer actually got their hex key sample, which they can order by making sure that the color that's printed will match when they make the design and color it. So they're using the colors as it's printed on their design, and then it'll translate to the print itself. Kind of a, I know, cheapskate. No, I don't blame you at all. It is, yeah, they do a sample first. You can get like I think the smallest you can get is a fat quarter, which is fine, and that, you know, gives you an idea of how it's going to print. But also, if you find flaws, a lot of the time you can contact the print designer directly and ask them or show them the print sample that you got and point out the fact that the colors don't necessarily match, and then they can easily go in and edit their image, re-upload it with the correct hex key colors, and then have it updated for you, or for the masses, because they should be aware of the flaw in their colors. Anyway, I hope I can order someday though. You send the design or you use theirs? No, you send the design. You create the design in Adobe Illustrator usually, and then it's tiled, and then they print it on fabric or wallpaper or wrapping paper for you or whatever. They have like all kinds of things that they print on. Wow, I feel like I've been talking a lot. Hey, guest appearance by the health potion bottles. Yeah, I was talking about the health potion bottles. Health potions for D&D. They're supposed to look kind of like this, with the little D4s in there. And then it's supposed to give you how much health you get back. Oh gosh, wow, 6 people, that's awesome. Amazing. There are a few already lined up. It's doing me an excite. A few lined up. I'm gonna see awesome projects in store this year. Yeah, we got a lot of projects. We still have our dice towers that we're gonna make, and more potion bottles, probably in different colors, different elements, things like that. Okay. We have measurements, people. Neck. Oh, good. She gave me the neck measurement. How nice. Does anyone have any big projects planned this year? Well, I'm just kind of taking it as they come right now because I got inundated with lots of commissions all of a sudden. This needs to be done first, though. So let's see. Which one was I going to do? This one, because it is a size 46. Oh, I'm going to need to clear off some room again. Fabric wallets. Next project is fabric wallets to help me organize. Neat. I should make some too. I want to finish the blouse I started last year, and I want to make at least 1 piece per month. That's already a lot for me, in my opinion. That's, hey, set your goals high, and you'll at least you'll get there. you'll get somewhere high there. You won't maybe reach your high goal, but you'll get pretty close. Isn't it? Aim for the moon and you'll land among the stars? How does that go? I always mess that one up. Oh, so many potion bottles on my table right now. Oh yeah, this one is done. Probably set that aside. This was... What was this? Oh, this was the draft, I think. For one of these was a winter dress, 172. I think I added to this that horrible draft of the winter dress. Oh no, that was the other thing. I think I did fix it though. Alright, moving things aside. Holy crap! We're gonna do the xenomorph stuff, guys. Yeah, it's for Dungeons and Dragons. So, you have your 4-sided die. You roll 2 of them. If you're drinking a health potion and you need health in your hit points, your 4-sided die will tell you how many hit points you regain from drinking this health potion. So it's just a little prop. It's just a little prop that you can play with while you're pretending to drink a health potion for your game. But these do need to be set aside somewhere safely because they're glass. And I'm not exactly sure where to do that. Running out of room on my shelves. Oh gosh. And then this is our big one. This has 4 of them. 4 D4 in there. Okay. Yeah, that works. Did you see the Witcher series? I did! And I loved it! And I could not stop watching, much to the chagrin of my boyfriend, who was like, we should save this. We should just watch this slowly. I'm like, no, we need to watch the whole thing now! So we didn't exactly watch the whole thing right away, but we were like, I think I binged it in 3 days. That's probably how long it took me. I am a big fan of The Witcher, of the game. I'm reading the first full novel right now. I did read The Last Wish, which is actually what the first season is mostly based on, is all the short stories where we're introduced to The Witcher and the world of The Witcher. So, yes, I consumed that pretty quickly. Let's see. It was binged. Yeah. Yeah. My husband and I are going to start it tonight, maybe. Ooh, that's going to be fun. It's a Terraria. He's on a Terraria binge at the moment. I do not blame him there. That is not a bad thing to binge as well. So, this is the pattern that I used for these shirts, and the thing I hate about this is that these patterns have a 5/8 seam allowance. I hate that. It's such a wide seam allowance. There's like no good reason to have such a wide seam allowance. Can I just tape this down and get this out of my way? Really. Patch these holes with. I really just need to replace the paper. One day, soon, that's gonna have to happen. Let's see. Oh yes, Terraria is fun. Let's see, what else do we have here? I've started playing the game now, and I had it for a long time. Oh, the game's so good. The game is so good. And anyone looking forward to the Magia Record anime debut tomorrow? Wait, what is that? They opened a pop-up bar here. It was really cool. They had really cool decorations, and they gave you 1 out of 3 potions to choose to drink. That's cool. What? Started playing the game now. Great. The game is so good. Can we see up close? Oh, something. The winter season is so good this year. I missed buying Witcher 3 for $12 on Steam sale. Why didn't you buy it? Omni! Lots of sequels this year. Yeah, there are a lot of sequels this year. You're gonna make a wallet like that? That's so cool. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Minty, if you could share, or somebody share it in the Discord or something, because I can't look at it right now. I already know I will be unhappy until the next episode every week. Wait, the next episode of Magia Record. Okay. Going to make 7, 1 for each day of the week. Madoka sequel, sort of. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hang out in my workshop like a filing cabinet. We should group chat on Discord during the premiere. I'm addicted to Magia Record. Glad to see other fans here too. I'm gonna have to check that out. I have no idea. I love Madoka. Alright, this is like a really bad patchwork job that I'm doing on my table, but I'm just trying to keep these edges from lifting when I'm doing stuff. And like I said, I really just have to replace the damn craft paper on this covering. Like, just tear the whole thing off, throw it away, start over. That's pretty much how it's done. It's got stains on it anyway, so maybe that's something I'll get to do tonight. In the meantime, we're going to take an inventory of the pieces that I'm working with here for this beautiful shirt made out of the xenomorph print. So let's see. I don't know if he needs... Do we want to do pockets? I did learn a clever thing on how to do these nice subtle corners. Like how to make them look really crisp. I'm going to have to maybe relearn how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I can remember. Let's see here. Is that paper just for protection? It is. It's basically what my table is. It's an old industrial door on pipes. So the legs are pipes that I just got at the hardware store, and I put them onto this door, and for a long time I just used the top of the door. It had like a hole in it where the handle would have been. Oh, we're not going to be making a yoke, so we don't need this. And then when I apprenticed at the Santa Fe Opera, all their tables were like solid masonite tables, but they were also covered with another layer of something they called hemosote. And hemosote is actually just like a brand name of soundproofing, soundproof board, soundproof insulation that you can get at Home Depot. Hello.
Hello.
Look what I'm working on.
Oh my god, you're working on my thing?
I am working on your thing.
Yeah.
Did you want pockets?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do pockets. Good thing I asked.
Right.
Let's see. So the soundproof insulation is something you can get at Home Depot. It's like $12 for a giant slab of it. I think it's, God, what? 10 feet, 5 by 10, something like that. It's ridiculously huge. They'll cut it down to size, so they cut it down to the proportion of my table, and then I put that on top. And then what they did at the opera too, in the costume workshop, was they covered all of it with a layer of craft paper. And so anything that got spilled on it or marked on it, or little holes that you would get just from working on it, they would all just get erased, and a fresh sheet of paper was put on at the end of the season and ready for next season. So it's pretty much what they did. It's hemosote. So, and I think that's just the brand name, like I said. So if you just look for soundproof insulation, you'll find it. And they don't have it at Lowe's. I looked at Lowe's. They don't have it there for some reason. They have it at Home Depot. So, and it's not expensive. If you had a table, like a work table, and you wanted to cover it with this insulation stuff, see, and the reason why I have it is because a lot of the time, if I need to keep something down, I can just put a push pin right into the table itself. And that's not going to lose its integrity for a long time. So I can pin down to the table with regular pins or with push pins, and it works just fine. It's really quite useful when you're cutting things. Hemosote. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Holy Mommy made me cry. Oh no, don't give me spoilers, because Mommy died, as far as I remember. Still mourning how I was unable to get Holy Mommy in the gacha. Hard wearing. Great idea, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to catch up though. There's so much conversation happening. This is great though. This is great. I love that everybody's talking. So much fun. I'm in the UK. Oh, okay. So yeah, in a hardware store, look for soundproof insulation. I think that's pretty much a universal term for this stuff. So yeah, that's where you would find it. Okay, I think we're all really excited about the Madoka thing. Homosote. Is it homosote? I don't know. I never saw it listed as homosote or any of the words that they used, but I did find that they were referring to the soundproof insulation. So that's how it's listed. That's just how it is. Okay, so this is seam allowance, the sleeve underlap. Okay, so this is their idea of a placket. I remember now. I wonder if I did it that way too. I just did it that way. It won't be on Crunchyroll till the 11th. I'll have to get Rumination again, or Funimation. Right. Autocorrect. Gosh darn it. Carol and Tuesday will have a concert as well, and I'm excited about it. I watched that whole thing. Yes. That was pretty cute. I didn't feel it was as compelling as a lot of the anime that I have seen over the years, but it was fun. It was really enjoyable. Alright, still taking inventory of this. I keep getting distracted. What are we talking about? What am I doing? So let's see here. What is his... 28. Justice 44. Do, 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 do. Ah. Oh, good. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Okay. And the neck, I believe, the neck size for this is 17. So this is 16.5, so that should fit comfortably. Yes, 17. Perfect. And then these are the yolks that we're not using, so I'm going to set this inside the little thing. Let's be quiet for 5 minutes. No, don't be quiet. Don't do that. I love that you guys are talking. I love it. It honestly, you guys interacting with each other and interacting with me really helps me out, because I don't know if you're aware of how this works, but the algorithms for Twitch, it really like monitors how many people I have, how many active chatters I have, and like average viewers. So my viewers had gone down probably because of the holiday season, and I hadn't been actively streaming as much. So like I had just barely made it to 3, which allowed me to become an affiliate for Twitch. And then it kind of dropped down below 3 again. And I'm like, oh God, how am I going to get this back up? Because, you know, I don't know how interesting this is to the masses, but in order to become a partner for Twitch, you have to have 75 average viewers. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that I can get 75 average viewers. But at least we can have a few active chatters, and that really helps out my numbers too. So if I remain an affiliate forever and ever, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly happy with it. And this also really, really helps. So chat talk. If you like Madoka, check out the Magia record anime tomorrow. So much has changed and been expanded upon. I probably need to stop talking about it. You know what? I don't know about that. You don't need to stop talking about that, because you should probably tell me like where I need to catch up on. I only ever watched Madoka. So I've never watched the movies. I never watched anything beyond just the initial anime of Madoka Magica. Puella Magi Madoka Magica, something like that. So you should probably let me know what I should continue on with before this next thing happens. Let's see. I'll send people your way. That's really helpful. Thank you, So Crafty. I really, really appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me, because I just started this like, I don't know. I'm just going to do this. And then all of a sudden people started showing up. I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So, yeah, let's get goals. Let's do some goals. Hey, stream, what is this? I don't understand what your code is supposed to mean, Omni. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like, I don't have a shortcut for this thing. Alright, let's get... Yeah, why not? We're gonna see about laying this out. Get some scissors going. These are my better ones. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm not usually recommending Fiskars, but these are the razor Fiskars, and they're actually pretty good. If you're gonna be serious though, get some really nice scissors. If you ever do dressmaking like for a living, don't use Fiskars. Use something else. This just happens to be what I have on hand right now that's relatively sharp. So, oh my God, you didn't see the Rebellion movie? No, I didn't see the Rebellion movie. I am way behind. Do you know how much stuff there is to see? Like, it's really hard to keep up with everything. So cut me some slack. So is this supposed to be? I think it is. It's supposed to be, no, it's cut 2 front band, seam line. It is folded. So it is supposed to have a pretty thin seam. Okay. So I think maybe this is the same size that I'll end up doing. No, this is not the same size I'll end up doing for Boyfriend Dad. Okay. Alright. I remembered Amazon Prime has more anime, so I caught up on Wotakoi, and welcome to the ballroom. You can do that. So many people I know want to learn how to sew this kind of thing in my personal life. Your phone. Oh my god, I have to catch up. I'm sorry. I didn't see the Rebellion movie. We already talked about that. They were showing it at an official midnight viewing here in Albuquerque. What? Oh, I missed it. Yes, Rebellion. Oh my god, you need to catch up before you see Magia Record. Okay. All right. So first thing I need to do, because I only watched the initial anime, is to watch the Rebellion movie. Is that what you're suggesting? Because I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. This has got to be the bottom. It's the sleeve. Oh, she gave me the sleeve, right? She gave me the sleeve. What's the sleeve size? Arm 26. I think we're gonna be okay. So if it's here, and then here, and then like the rest of it. So it's like, almost 3.5-ish. So if it ends at 22 and 5/8. Oh well, ends at 22. Sorry. Seam allowance. It ends at 22. It's 22. Where is my cuff? No, really, guys, where's my cuff? Oh my god, there it is. It's a really long cuff. So if it's 22 plus, however long this is, it's gonna be a little short. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit short. So what I can do is lengthen the sleeve a tiny tad. Yeah, I could cut along these dotted lines and then tape it back together with masking tape. What in the world, guys? Why? Why are you fighting? Stop it. Stop. Cat. Stop. Get away. Get away. Get away from your sister. Seriously. We can brainstorm together. If anyone else is going to make a wallet, let me know. It has photo instructions, but not detailed. Prepare to feel things in the Rebellion movie? Okay. You have to make lunch? No problem. I should probably eat lunch, but I'm going to wait. And feels are real, even in the visual novel style recaps in the app. Oh my god. Well, I have a lot to catch up on, it seems. And that's okay. So, let's see. You know what? If you want me to, I can look at that wallet pattern and we can puzzle it out together if you're so inclined. Unless you already know how to put it together, and then I'm not going to insult your intelligence, but that is always something that I'm up to doing. Oy. And then this guy. So there is a way that I don't need to ruin this pattern to lengthen it, because if I need to use this for other people that have different lengths, I can just trace this and then move it down however long it needs to be, which I'm going to guess is probably an inch. So I would probably widen this an inch, move it down an inch, and then retrace the new lines and then just kind of have that as my pattern. So we can do that. Oh, Kara, why are you in the way? So let me show you how I would lengthen this sleeve, because my measurement for the arm is 26 inches, and I did ask her to specifically measure from the top of the shoulder. When you're doing a sleeve measurement for a men's tailored shirt, usually the measurement starts at the base of the neck right here on the inside, and then you have them with their bent elbow all the way down to the wrist. And so usually if you're ever looking at tailored shirts in a department store and you see the arm length is like in the 30s for some reason, that's why. It's because the measurement starts here. But I specifically asked for a certain point to be measured for the arm length, and I got 26. This is 22 plus the cuff, which adds, of course, to the length of the sleeve, like this. So I think altogether, if it was 22, yeah, I think we got 25 and a half. I need 26, so this is going to be a little short. So I'm going to lengthen it by about an inch, and that should give it enough room for arm movement. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to copy this down real fast and just create a new pattern using my slide method that I learned. Remember the slide method, guys? I know I haven't really shared it too often or did it very successfully, but it has worked for me in the past off camera. So that is what we're going to be trying. Now, I have these, and now I changed out my my power strip here, so it's a little bit shorter, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oh yes, please. I love working through things with others. Oh, with the wallet. Yeah, let's do that. We can do that. Are you in the Discord? Or if you're not in the Discord, you're certainly welcome to join. We just share our sewing adventures and various learning materials, patterns and stuff like that. So if you want to share the pattern or the tutorial, you can drop a link there. And maybe we could do a little follow along, a little sew along with this wallet pattern that you found. And yes, I'm ironing paper. If this is a new concept to you, welcome to the world of today. You can iron paper. Ironing your patterns really helps to keep everything down. Oh, you need to create an account? Ironing pad for tabletops. The gray sheet. Oh, that. Sorry, missed the question. But thanks, Omni, for answering. Not yet. Oh, I need to create an account for Discord. That's cool. Ironing sheet. Learning so much. I know. I got so many tips. Yeah, I actually saw these for sale at Walmart. And then they stopped carrying them. So the moment I'm like, you know what, I need one of those things, I went back to Walmart and they didn't have them anymore. So I'm like, where can I find this thing? So I went online and I found it. So it's just a tabletop pad, ironing pad, usually used for things like if you have a washing machine and you want to do some ironing, you have limited space like you do here. You can have a pad just goes right on a tabletop or surface, and you can iron. Right there, it's a heat-resistant pad you can have it with the silicone, although most irons have an auto-off if it's down too long, so that won't work unless you have something like a boilerplate iron or gravity iron, and then that sort of thing is more useful. But for irons, home irons like this, it'll shut off if you have it down too long. Anyway, I digress. Let us move along. Cal, get out of there. Out, 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 out. Stop messing with my stuff. Go. Go on down. Alright, we're going to let's see, I think I've got some paper left. Oh, I don't think we're done with the iron, because I'm going to have to iron this paper now, too. So the paper I use, learning so much, yeah. The paper I use is super cheap banner paper, 20-pound bond that you can get at Staples for $6. Not even kidding. I use this, you get 50 feet of it, and I draft my patterns on this 30-inch wide, 53-inch long, or 53 feet long roll of paper, and I have like 3 more in there. I like hoard them. I buy them like in 3s or 4s because I'm always drafting patterns. Just always drafting. So this I'm going to put away because I'm going to do a large format ironing right now. I have my cats kind of everywhere right now. Yes, can I help you? Go on, go, somewhere, anywhere. Alright, so for this, just start with the corners. I'm going to iron right on my tabletop because I'm just going really fast with the heat. Just wanting to iron it down. So I'm going to need to make it big enough to have a sleeve drafted on here. Let me see. I don't know if it's... It might fit, but I need it to be longer. Well, yeah, actually that could fit. Doesn't have to be too much. How's the angle right now? I don't know if it's changed. Let's see, this is my, let's try this. Is that better? Can you see the edge now? I think that's good. It's 20-pound bond, so it's banner paper. It's like copy paper. I think that should be fine. So we're gonna cut some of this off, making sure I have enough for the sleeve. Let's get a scissor for paper. Never use your fabric scissors on paper. You'll regret it. Trust me. Ah, I just cut myself. Yeah, it's not too bad. I am glad you are learning. That's the whole point of my channel, is to teach stuff. I love teaching. I've been doing this now for 20 years, so you pick up a few things. Alright, that's nice and flat. So, let's see what we can do here. Try this. So did everybody have a good holiday? Is that something that people enjoyed? I know we were just talking about how stressful it was. Also, paper scissors have a longer blade. I mean, they can. they can. They don't always. Okay, let's see. I need a pencil. I think I've got one over here. So for this, I will go ahead and demonstrate my push pin technique. Just push it right in there. Make sure that's not going to move. There. And right there. So for this guy, we want to shorten, fold on this line to lengthen, cut along dotted lines. I mean, I guess. Or I could just lengthen from here. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why they're being so specific. Also, these things annoy me. People who cut out these little diamond shapes on patterns. Why? You don't have to do that. I know I rant about that every time. Every time I see it, I'm like, why would you do that? You don't need to do that. It's not the way it's done. It's something that home sewers mistakenly thought they needed to do, but they don't. So I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother. I am, however, going to mark this section right here. And we're gonna do what the industry does, which is to do little snips. Marks like that on commercial patterns are usually made in a slot. So you just do a little slit. Or a double slit, depending. I'm gonna have to clean this up. This is not very straight, although, you know what I could be doing too? Just marking my points where you're supposed to. Here, here. Right here and here. Right here and here. And then, of course, we have our... God. This is where it meets, I guess. And this is the front, and those two slits are the back. And then we're going to shift this all down as soon as I clean this up. Okay. can. They cut easier. Well, yeah, they cut easier. You can slide the blades along. Yeah, and that's what you can do. It's just happen to have those. Let's see. Where is my ruler? This one. Nice straight lines. So now we have our placement markers right here. All that is to tell you what side is front and back. There's no reason to cut that out. So this is not very well copied, but so long as the suggestion is there, I think we're going to be okay. It's a pretty big sleeve. Okay. And then our mark here, yeah, here. All right, so then these are the points that we're going to be shifting from. So we'll make sure that this is down. And then we need to make sure that this is an inch lower. So let's see here. I have a nice fold on here. Let's see if we can get the center. A lot easier if you're doing it from scratch. Let's see, what's the center here? This one? Need to shift this down 1 inch right there. Same thing over here. Okay, then we're going to redraw these lines. So our new marks are going to be here and here. Looks pretty good. Oh, pretty good. Ah. Okay, so straight line here, straight line here. Make a little cross mark. And then we have pleats, and we have another mark here, placement mark, so I'm just gonna slash that. We have our placket placement, which, I'll figure that out. We have pleats here. And that seam allowance is ridiculous. I think it's got a slight curve to it, so I'm just gonna do a little slashy line. I'm not even gonna try to get this perfect. It's just not what I'm gonna do. Commercial patterns here usually have a line to mark that notch to cut. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be just a line, and you snip it. This pattern's old, though. This pattern is from the 70s. It's been modified for a little bit more of a modern collar, but yeah, that's really how it's supposed to be. There's no need to have all of that stuff cut out or printed even. It's just a slash. It's even on the, if you ever look at the Otomino sewing books, or even in the Gothic and Lolita Bibles, the patterns that they have in there, those marks are just little slashes that you snip. That's all that's supposed to be. So here, let's see. You know, I might go ahead and mark this height this way. So I'm just going to use a push pin and mark these 2 points here, which mark the height of the placket. And it's supposed to be placed all the way up to here, but we'll just go ahead and do that. That's fine. That should be good enough. Okay, what just happened? Why did Restream just do this thing? What? What in the world? Hang on, guys. I just had a little problem. Am I still online? Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird. So my internet just dropped on my laptop, and I cannot see the chat now, which is great. It's fantastic. Thanks so much. Computer, why are you being a problem? Like, no, really, why are you being a problem right now? Why is this happening? Alright, well, guess what? I guess I'm gonna have to restart my computer. That one's fine, so it's still gonna be streaming. It's just that now I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna do it like this. This is how we're gonna do this. I need to finish this now, so we can move on with life. Okay, so now that we have our new line, I need my longer ruler. My super long L square metal ruler. So metal. Hey, that's bad. That's a bad joke. I'm never saying that again, I promise. So it's slightly deviated. It's not too bad. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh my gosh, you can't really see that too well at all, can you? Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but it's not bright enough. Let's see, can we add the filter? I don't actually know if that's helpful. Does that look any better? Oh man. All right. No, stop asking me. No. Are we online now? Is this working? Oh look, it works magically. I just had to restart my computer. because reasons. Yeah, just whatever. Alright, we're back. We got our chat back. Hooray. How's the video looking? I did do a little adjustment just in case. Okay. Alright, so that has been lengthened about an inch. So we are good to go. We have we need to make our little box. This is going to be, yeah, it's like a 1/4 inch. That makes sense. So the seam allowance for the placket is about a 1/4 inch, which makes sense. And then it stops probably a 1/4 inch below this line, and then just kind of goes in a triangular formation. And once I start constructing this, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is actually snipped down the line and then made into a triangle form, so that when you're attaching your placket, actually you do that with the placket on, but we'll see how this is supposed to be configured, because sometimes some patterns are different. I've learned to make plackets with one full whole piece, and there are other pieces, other tailored plackets that actually have the separate pieces like this one does. Either or, it's gonna work the same way. This is also a placement marker, which I'm trying to, what is that for? Oh, that's probably for the, this guy. This guy. So when it's attached, this goes in here. It's got the little plackets, or it's got the little pleats to go into the thing. Really, Cal? You get down now. Get down. Get down. Get down. Yeah? You want to play with your toy? Come on. Go get it. Ugh. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm bored. Hey, I checked your WordPress site. Can't find anything about commission and prices. Anything you would and wouldn't make. Do you do pattern drafting and prices and such? And I hear kitties. Yes, my kitties. They're being annoying. I was thinking I was gonna go crazy, or if I was actually hearing the cats. Yes, you are hearing cats. They are around. And you know what? He went, get off the table, cat. You're not my real mom. Pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. As far as prices, I don't think I have anything officially listed. Most of the time, people just find my Etsy and ask me like how much it would cost to make a thing, because they're always different. But you do make a pretty good point. I haven't really done like specific, I don't know, is it in the contact me page? I thought it was. Am I wrong? Alright. So this already has seam allowance. I'm not going to bother with putting that in. Also, always label your pattern. So this is the McCall's, and that's with an apostrophe. This is 6383 men's shirt in a size, this is the size, what did I say, 46? 46 chest, and then this sleeve length is one more than what, it's 26. This is the 26 arm length with cuff. That's about how wide it is. Okay. Hooray, we labeled it. That is so funny. I'm taking that. Get off the table. You're not my real mom. That's okay. Yeah, accurate. Alright, So we got a new sleeve pattern for a longer sleeve. I feel very accomplished. I'm doing stuff. Look at me, I'm keeping busy. Reminds me of the voiceover for a black cat. It's so funny, the talking kitty cat. I may have seen this. Black, not a black cat though. Yeah, no, there's like the voiceover guy who does cats. The hey cat, like hey, hey, hey. Okay, almost there. So when I'm putting this together, I have to remember that the seam allowances are really wide. They're super wide. I hate wide seam allowances. Like 3/8 is about a centimeter. That's pretty good. If it needs a wider seam allowance, then 1.5 centimeters is fine. Which is, 1.5 centimeters is about 5/8 if it needs it. But if it doesn't, the 1 centimeter or 3/8 seam allowance is perfectly fine and well suited for just about everything. And also the neckline has the same seam allowance on this thing. Why do you want your neckline to have such a wide seam allowance? You know, curvy things need smaller seam allowance. It's just easier to deal with the curvy parts of things. But for some reason, gosh, you know, I'm gonna cut these off. These annoy me. Stupid. Also, this is a pretty wide neck, but okay. What are you doing? Why are you destructive right now? What's going on with you? What's wrong with you? Get down. Yeah, where's your puffball? How many have I taken out for you? Like, really? Ah. Okay, so this is the stash that I keep just for my cat because he loves these things, but this was once full. He keeps losing them. I don't even know. Here, do you want this? Yeah, do you want it? You want it. Go get it. Yeah, he goes and gets it. He goes crazy over that thing. He loves it. And then he loses it, and then I need to give him a new one. I'm like, fine. I'm such a pushover. It's my problem. So we don't need this, since we already have the new one all drafted with a little bit longer. Oh, let's see, I'm just gonna kind of haphazardly fold it back. Oh, yes. Oh, I've seen Simon's cat. I love Simon's cat. The first one that I remember that came out was the one where he's trying to wake him up for food. Meow, meow, meow. And like bashes him on the head with a mallet. Pretends to be asleep. Yes, I am familiar with Simon's cat. So, these are folded. Or are they? Huh. I mean, cut 2. It's cut 2 of shell and cut 2 of interfacing, and then this is the one, right? Yeah, I've always just like made these and never really looked at the instructions because I just figured, yeah, I can figure it out. So usually they come out okay. I mean, here's some proof, but still. Oh, see, I'm learning things. Is that how that's supposed to be done? I see. Okay. So yeah, these center button placket things. So let's see, this is very interesting. It's folded on the inside. Oh, it's sewn on the inside and then folded outward. Is it though? That doesn't make any sense. In any case, we know that there's 2 of these, not 4, and not folded in half. There is going to be some magic, I guess, that happens here. But we are going to do this right, now that I've learned quite a few things. Who am I making this for? This is actually a commission for my roommate. She is having me make this for her friend, who happens to really like this xenomorph fabric, and so that's what I ended up getting, and that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's for my roommate. She commissioned me to make it for her friend. I guess it's her boyfriend now, which is exciting. Yay. Okay. So we have our sleeve and all our little bits over there. And the first things first is I'm gonna iron this. Wake up, iron! Wake up! I need you. It's still warm, kind of. Yeah, mostly. It's a big shirt. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I'm happy to do it. And of course, to cover the rent this month, it helps a lot. So I have no problem. And this is the front. So the center back. Why wasn't this cut out? She just cut around it. Okay. I kind of inherited this pattern, I'll be honest. I got left with the patterns after making them, and so I ended up with the samples and the patterns, and the person never came back to me to ask for them. So I've been sort of messing around with these designs and making cowboy kind of Western shirts out of interesting, fun, eccentric prints. So the yoke will have things like Star Wars or just ridiculous prints. And the rest will be solid black with the contrast cuff like this, only it's printed. And so that's what I ended up gifting this year. So I've been playing around with the idea of making eccentric Western shirts. But I don't think I actually made more shirts out of this particular pattern, which is why, for whatever reason, this thing is supposed to be on the fold, but it hasn't been cut out. So I guess maybe I can just fold this. I could just cut it off, but... And also the other thing is factory patterns, commercial patterns, like true commercial. This is commercial pattern, but the ones that they use in factories are never cut on a fold. Never, never, never. Everything is cut on a flat. So you don't usually have to contend with making sure the folds are lined up. You just have the full piece. So this would be like a mirrored piece and one full piece. These are things that I've probably said many times on my stream, and I'm sorry if you've been here for a while and you're like hearing this for the umpteenth time. I like to share information as if you're new to the class. And I think some of you are, so that's totally fine. Okay, so we're gonna see if that works out okay. This is a very, very long piece for the back, so I need to make some room. We're gonna cut out the fronts and the backs first, and then the sleeve, and then all the little bits that go with it. Oh, yeah, I'm glad this is a little softer. A little worried for a second, but for a work shirt, this is pretty okay. So let's see. Yeah, so... Oh, it smells nice. It smells like Downy. Wonder why after it's been soaking in Downy water for like 4 hours. So here's the other thing to keep in mind. When it's printed, these are not going to line up. So what I might have to do is just cut off the unusable, unprinted part so that I can get a good idea of where the edge will be when I place my pattern piece. But for this guy, I want to make sure that this is just barely folded this way. And so I want to make sure too that this print is facing the right way the entire way around. So I'm going to be paying attention to the direction that the print is going. So yeah, see, so here it's a little bit off, and I might just have to cut off that top part. So I'm going to have to do that right now. Right now. The pattern for the back has a seam. No, actually it doesn't. The pattern in this back doesn't, it says to put it on the fold. So the person who had it before me just didn't cut it down that line. Now it is a full piece. Yeah. I did look. I did make sure, because sometimes there are things with a center back seam like that. This one does not. Yeah, look how much that deviates. I don't know if you can tell too well on the camera, but there's a lot of widening here of this white part. And that's just the way that it prints and is set in the machine. It's tapering. So that piece is ×2. I mean, technically, yeah. We're putting it on the fold, but when we're cutting it out in a factory, it would just be the whole left and right piece put together. It would just be one solid pattern piece. Okay. So that's done. Nope, it has not been printed straight, so we're just gonna have to work with it. It's another downside of the spoon flower service, but it's not like, even major printers have some flaws in the way that things are printed. It's not always on grain. This is gonna look okay though. Really, Cal? Get down! Get down! Where's your puffball? What did you do with it? You lost it again. Ugh, stop messing with my dragons! I don't even know how many there are left. Jeez. So let's see. If we had this needs to be this way. Yeah, because we want it to be going this way. Ooh. Nope. Maybe? I'm trying to conserve fabric. No, okay, that's gonna fit. That's gonna fit. That's gonna fit. All right. So we are gonna do this little bit up here. I'm just gonna stamp that down. Make sure it's flat, there's nothing underneath. And I'm just setting this seam right now. I don't want to do it in the center, because then in the middle of the back of the shirt there's going to be a hole where the push pin went, but I am doing it right within the seam allowance. So that's not going to be an issue. So we have that. It's pretty well lined up, and then from here we're going to move it out this way. I'm going to put another right at these little crossroads where the seam allowance is. I'm going to move this again, making sure it's nice and flat, right where the seam allowance is. So here, I'm going to make sure this is pretty okay. This has got a lot of give as far as the sizing goes, so I'm not too worried. And because it's been pre-washed, it's shrunk a little bit, so we're going to be making it exactly to size. Okay, we're going to just make sure that's flat. right here. And we're going to do it right in here. So hopefully, this is going to get a rolled hem, so that's not going to be too bad. Alright, so here's our first piece. I don't use dressmaker pins, I just push pin it down. I do sometimes, but not always. Because this really keeps it from moving. I don't want it shifting on me. And this is how I saw it done at the opera, so I learned a lot at that costume shop. But like I said, yes, sometimes I do, and it just depends on the project that I'm working on. I'm just going to cut right through those horrid triangles. We don't need them, we don't want them. I mean, it can be, but this really keeps it from shifting. You're going to get a pretty accurate cut because nothing is moving. I have a step stool if I need to use it. Hello! Oh my god, he's bored. Okay. Kal-El, no! I swear this cat. I need to get some of that soundproofing insulation. Yeah! Enough for my dining table. Hey, it's really helpful. And in fact, if you want to just be able to take it off and on, you could probably just cover the insulation itself. It's pretty stiff. It's a little tender if it'll break, but you can cover that and just kind of plop it on top of the cut of the dining table if you wanted to use it that way. And then you would be able to use things like the Ponce wheel that I've used in my streams before, or anything that requires puncturing, and you'll keep your table underneath nice and clean. So now I have to go rescue my cat off the top of the bookcase that he's not supposed to be on. I don't know why you do this. Kal-El, get down. Seriously, you're just staring at me? Kal-El! Get down! You're gonna knock things down! Come on! Where's your puff? Seriously? Come on! Really? Apparently I cannot rescue my cat off the top of the bookshelf. Get down! Will you? Good grief. Okay, there's that. This is going to indicate the back. This side seam. And I think those are all the marks that we've got for the back. So that is one piece. Hooray, we did something. Excuse me, I was working out in my home gym. Yeah, he's a troublemaker. He's just, oh, now he's just sitting pretty on top of my lace box. For real. Can't take you anywhere. Honestly, I was thinking of making him a cat harness so that I can take him on walks outside, because he seems to be really upset with me that I don't let him outside. So that might be his biggest problem. Why don't you let me outside? Fine, I'm gonna climb all over your shit. It's gonna be great. You can't get me, because I'm short. He knows how to push my buttons. Hey. There we go. Starting to look like a shirt. That's pretty neat though. It's actually not too bad. As far as the straightness, that is gonna be a pretty badass shirt, don't you think? Holy crap. Even the gray is fine. Like, that looks good. I'm fine with it. I saw a stream today with making cat furniture. That's cool. Yeah, no, I'm seriously thinking of making a little harness, a walking harness for him. I think I have the hardware for it, like proper hardware. Oh my god. Did they make the giant hamster wheel, but for cats? I'll find it later. Okay. That's very interesting. I have seen these things. Alright, so maybe we can use this excess piece from our first fold for all the little bits that we're going to be cutting out. Now, I'm going to be trying to utilize as much of this as possible. I might be able to use this for the placket. So I'm not going to throw this away quite yet. I'm just going to set that aside as a remnant. And I think I got 3 yards of this, which I think is enough. I think. Let's see if we can be clever here. I think I have enough. Yeah, my main concern was being able to cut out the largest pieces, which are the front and back, and then the sleeves themselves. And everything that's left over can be used for the cuffs and the collar. Well, I do still have the center placket to do too, which is thankfully just 2 pieces for both sides. Alright, let's see if we can do this, folks. You know it was lined up this way. Because the other problem too is that I have to make sure the print is going the right way. So this is the front. It's a little wider than the half mark of the back. Oy, 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 oy. And of course we're going to be using the woven cotton interfacing that I love so very much, and you know how that is, everybody. My church of Shapeflex. Alright, so if I cut it out from this, will I have enough? So before I do that, I might have to do something clever with my placement here. Because if I cut out from this fold now, I will have this much left for sleeves. And it may or may not be enough. So if we did this, how much do we need for a sleeve? Okay. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is interesting. So I might be able to do it though if I staggered my placement. Oh, we gotta be clever. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna do my darndest. Alright, so first things first is I'm gonna cut off all this excess here. The selvage. The poplin is nice. I like it. It's just the way that it's printed though is so heavy. Ow. Really sarcasm about the interfacing? Oh no. no sarcasm about the interfacing. That is my interfacing of choice. The Church of Shapeplex is what we call it because I'm like telling everybody about it. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Shapeplex? It's just so much better than the interfacing you buy at Joann's. You can buy it at Joann's. It's called Shapeplex. It's Pellon brand. It's just that most people tend to go for the non-woven stuff, which is papery and terribly crinkly and actually comes apart really easily. So I just prefer having a cotton layer as my interfacing instead of like some paper stuff. Sorry if I confused you. Alright, and the other thing I'm going to have to do is iron this whole piece. Make sure we got this right. I'm going to set this aside for now. Honestly, I'm going to be finding dragons everywhere. We painted these dragons and they were set to dry and we had to let them dry a long time. And of course the cats got to them, so I don't even know how many I started with. But I'm pretty sure I don't have the same amount that I started with. So that happened. Yeah, it's an iron-on. It's a fusible. Even more reason to change the craft paper. I just made another hole. Alright, you go over there. So, probably a tip that I should have followed myself is make sure that your fabric is prepared before you start doing anything with it. I was just excited to get started and didn't bother cutting off the selvage or ironing it. So that's a thing. Also, do try to avoid using the selvage when you're cutting your patterns out. The selvage is not there as extra border for your piece because it'll show and it's not really great. So the usable portion of your fabric is not the selvage. It's within the line of the selvage. Look under the sofa. They probably stashed them there. If I had a sofa, I would look there. I don't have a sofa. My entire living room is the studio that you're looking at right now. We have a bedroom. We have our desks with our computers on it, and that's about it. Also a kitchen. But yeah, we don't have a dining set. We don't do anything. We kind of sometimes use this table. We put a tablecloth on it to have like guests over and eat dinner on. But other than that, it's a kind of non-traditional sort of living room. And we're okay with that. It actually worked out pretty well. My boyfriend does not complain. He's been bit by the crafting bug too, so he's like really into resin right now. I do. I share. She mostly lives in her room, like that's her area. But I mean, we've had gatherings and games here, so it's a communal space, but mostly it functions as my studio. All right, let's see if we can do this, guys. I'm gonna have to iron this. So, when I'm using steam, I need to make sure I'm using this pad. Just take it one little bit at a time. I think the smaller end this way. Just have to deal with this. A lot of fabric. I thought I got, did I get 3 yards or 4 yards? Do I have water? It needs water. Thirsty iron is thirsty. Okay. Resin coasters. Yeah, no, he's been into the making health potions and stuff like that. He's also looking at like casting resin crystals and just all sorts of fun resin projects. What I'd like to do is play with UV resin, because then you don't have to wait for it to cure for like 24 to 48 hours. This smells so good. If you guys like what fabric softener smells like, that's what this smells like. It's very fragrant. A little bit flowery, but not too bad. It just smells like clean laundry. It does smell lovely. Do you know Lady Puridian? Puridian? Like pyramid? Puridian? I cannot say that I do. She sews. Oh, you told her about me. Thank you. So what does she sew? Making a bustle coat. Ooh. So she does historical stuff? From a trench coat. Oh, okay. So like upcycling. Oh. All of us are interested. Okay. Oy. Come on. Get over there. We're gonna do the other side now. Are you on every day? I am, well, it's been kind of weird with the holidays lately, but I do try to stream Tuesday through Friday. So today is technically the last day, even though it's the first day I've been back since hiatus. But usually Tuesday through Friday, unless my schedule for teaching changes, in which case I will have to work around that schedule. But I do try, since I'm usually working in my studio every day anyway, I just turn on the camera and do my thing. So as often as possible. And it does tend to be almost every day of the week. teach production sewing at community college. I'm a professor. And hopefully I get to teach things like pattern drafting too, or draping, because that would be fun. So on Sunday you can watch Lady Peridian. Okay, cool. Is that the only day she streams? You just started? Not necessarily. I just started back up from hiatus, but no, I don't know, I've been doing this for about a year now. Streaming a little here and there for about a year. Been doing YouTube tutorials before that, and then decided to try streaming because it's easier. Okay. A little bit better, I think, to deal with. Oh, I did just start teaching. Yes. I started in the fall. It was my first time teaching. That was exciting. So here we go. We're going to try to get as much as we can out of. Maybe we can't. Yeah, I might need to squeak it out. Might have to do it this way. I tried to accordion fold this so that it would unravel as I needed it. Alright, this needs to go away. Let's see. Teaching is great, and you're really good at explaining stuff. Maybe cut the sleeve pattern twice. Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I was planning on doing. Thank you. I'm glad that you think so. I just talk out loud when I'm working, so I figured if anybody gets things out of it, then all the better. But I'm glad that you think that I am. That's very nice. And yeah, I was trying, like when I said I would stagger this, I was thinking that maybe I could just like utilize, see, like this curve here for the top of the sleeve. See, and this is the reason why factories don't do the fold thing, like cutting everything on the fold and cutting two while it's folded, because it's very wasteful. So in order to get the most out of your cutting, you would have it like duplicated. You'd have two of these patterns, one for the left and one for the right. You would have two left and right for the front. You would have one full piece for the back, and then you would be able to place it strategically so that you use as little fabric as possible, creating the pattern that you want. So that is kind of what I'm trying to do here. I might be able to get away with this, and then I could use this excess up here for the center front plackets. Maybe somewhere I can get the collar. Worst case scenario is that I have to order more fabric to finish this, and then that also means that I would have to treat it the same way. I would have to wash it and then basically drown the stuff in fabric softener. So that's a thing. Can't wait for the emojis. I know, I'm still waiting. I mean, everybody's very busy, and the person who offered to do it for a trade, she's doing it for a trade, so I can't really like bug her about that. It's super nice that she's doing that, and you know, I was gonna give her a dress in return. Now, let's see. So I am using a chalk, since this is pretty dark fabric, and I'm gonna just mark basic placement of where this might go. So if I had it here, and then if it looks okay with my configuration that I choose here, I might be able to use just this amount. Also, spoon flour doesn't do half yards, so I think I said I could try to do this out of 3, but maybe I should have gotten 4. Okay, so here's a very basic outline here. I think I can just use the one. Ugh, I'm gonna have to eat something soon, guys. But I gotta figure this out. I need to make sure that this is gonna fit. Because then what do I have to do? I have to order more fabric. Oh my god. Alright, so there's one basic outline of a sleeve. Did I do this? Was I smart? Was I not smart? I wasn't smart. Really? Boy, oh boy. Let's see. I mean, in paper. Wait, did I miss something? Maybe cut the sleeve pattern twice. Oh, yeah. I could. I could do that. It's actually not a bad idea, but I guess I'm already doing it this way. See, originally, you would have a pattern marker. And the marker is what tells you, it gives you all the pieces, and you just cut out your sample with the paper marker with everything in it already on top. So it's already like has the usable amount of the fabric calculated into the marker, and so you would technically have like a double piece like that printed. But this is the home version. We're just making do. But I do teach about pattern markers and how they're used in a factory when I'm teaching. Okay, so there's that. And if I did it over here, see, it needs to all be the same direction. That's another issue that I have. I might... Ooh, maybe? I might be able to do it this way. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's get some, we're gonna do some pinning now. So you're gonna see me pinning, yay! Just to see. Okay, so we're gonna try to bring this as close as we can. Use the big one. Okay, and then, oh my goodness, what is happening? Oh, unique name goes here. Well, thank Thank you for following. Unique name goes here. Can I call you Unique? So, okay, it looks like, maybe we have a solution. Maybe. So, I can get 2 sleeves from this side. I might be able to get, see, it just, my issue is that everything has to go the same direction. I can get 1 there. And I think I have enough folded. Perhaps, maybe. I have little bits. I have all the little bits. Just shifting this along. So I got this guy. If I wanted to be really crazy, I could do it here. And then I have this amount, maybe. And then, so it ends, like, okay, if I had it here, it ends right here. And then I would have to start it again. Do I? Oh my god. Actually, if I did stagger it, I would probably be able to do it. I think I can do it. I think I can do it, guys. Oh my god. And you have 2 left sleeves, so it's like it's. I do have 2 left sleeves. I was really just checking to make sure that this is going to fit. So yeah, I didn't cut anything out yet. I just gave myself a basic outline, and then the other one to make sure that these can be cut out while I also have the 2 fronts. I already have the back cut out. This is like the most that I can get out of the fabric. And then I have a little bit left to make a collar and the cuffs and some probably down here too. So I think we're good. This was just like trying to find out if we had enough. So yeah, no, I would, I didn't even do the markings on this or anything. Don't go anywhere. Don't go. Yeah, good. I know, right? Oh my god. No, that would be awful. And I have done that before. I've been an idiot where I'm like so tired I'm not thinking about it, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So yeah, same thing with this, is that one piece will have to be this way and the other piece will have to be this way. So I just want to make sure I had enough fabric. So we're going to do the sleeve first. We're going to cut one at a time. That's all I can do right now. Just making room. Haven't we all? Oh yes. Oh yes, it's the stupid things one does, no matter how much experience you have, it still happens. Let's see. Or cut one leg of pajama pants with print upside down or on directional. I know, that's the other thing that I'm like trying to avoid, is making sure that this print is all going in the same direction, because it's a pretty obvious direction. I mean, it's pretty rad print, you gotta admit. Alright. Ugh. Just accordion folded that like ass, but okay. We're working with it. So this one is going to be one sleeve. And then we'll turn it around and make sure that we got the other one. So yeah, this is the back, so this is going to be, what's that, like, right sleeve? Or two left sleeves, no, because this is going to be inside out. Church tour. Ain't good enough. Why did I put this away? Why did I do that? Why did I that, guys. So, can you zoom in, please, so I can see the print? Absolutely. Here you go. And see it this way, right here. What do you think of that? Can you see that okay? I think it's pretty awesome. And like I said before, this print, or I mean this pattern that I'm working with has a very wide seam allowance. So we're just gonna go with it. I'm just pinning this down within the seam allowance. And yeah, you know what? I also have these marks here, so I'm gonna put 2 pins here, and it's just gonna put 2 little puncture marks in the fabric, and that's gonna be my placement height for the placket that goes here. So we're gonna cut this out. Is it lions? No, it's xenomorphs. It's the alien from Aliens. Can you see it now, or do I need to reveal it a little longer? Don't forget to do your notches. Your nachos. Cool! Hey, Postef! Postef, not Postef. Postef. Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy everybody's here. This is exciting. It's like my first time back in 2 weeks, and it's like all these people are here. I'm like, yay, I have friends. Oh yeah, this is the part that gets a little awkward, but at least it's not shifting on me, so I'm okay. I am okay, and I'm being really stubborn right now because I have a step stool for this, but I don't want to pull it out, so that's on me. That's a me problem, and I know it. My boyfriend makes fun of me all the time for like refusing to get my step stool. I can't help that I'm short. Alright, so this placket, I don't know how, oh no, you can't see it there. Okay, hang on a sec. We're gonna do wide shot. Where's my wide shot? Wide shot table. There we go. Okay, so over here is a placement notch for the cuff. God, can I get it? So this is for the cuff. This is for the placket, which I'll just go ahead and make. And the seam allowance here is a 1/4 inch, so I'll just be able to remember that based on the sequence of 3 notches right here. Here is where we have our plackets, not plackets, our pleats, so that this will fit into the cuff. Alright, so that is 1. Did I do this one? No. Good job. Always remember your nachos. Oh, right, Ribbon Kitten. Good to see you again. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year. Show us the right way afterwards. Yes. I will show you the right way. And I'll also zoom in again so you can see it. Here, we'll do close-up table again. All right. Here's what the fabric looks like. What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. Check this out. It's kind of horizontal. Maybe it is. Maybe the sharpen was okay. Was the sharpen okay? Shoot. The file pick? That's gonna have to work. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. The design. Oh! It's on Spoonflower, so I don't exactly have it right now. But I think if you just search for xenomorph fabric, you should be able to find it. All right, we got one sleeve. One sleeve. I'm going to snip the center of this up here, so I know that's the center. So now, when we cut the next one out, it has to be this way, if we're doing it on the top, which, yeah, we should be. Okay. Sharpen was good. Okay, good. One of these days, hopefully, I can get something a little bit better than this webcam that I'm using. It is an HD 1080 webcam, but it doesn't have the best sharpening when it comes to like detailed stuff like this, since it's mostly meant for a portrait shot. And it does the face really good, it just doesn't do things like the details that I do on this table very well. So one day that is my goal, I will have this thing. I have a DSLR camera and I would love to use a cam link. The cam link is expensive though, so not sure when that's going to happen, but it is possible. So let's see. Okay, so you mean they will sell it to other people? This, yeah, anybody who wants to order this, it's printed to order. So if you wanted to order this fabric, you can go ahead and do that. It's on Spoonflower. I'm sure if you just looked at like xenomorph fabric or aliens fabric, you should be able to find it. I don't have the link right now, like I said, so that's gonna have to wait until after stream. It's their design. Yes, the print is somebody else's artwork. Is it this? Yep. That looks like it's it. Sure does. I thought you have the file. No, you can. If you're printing your own fabric and you design it in digital format, you then can upload it to Spoonflower, and then you would buy the fabric and the printing at a discount if it's your own pattern, or if it's your own print. But if not, then whatever extra of your purchase from somebody else's design goes to them as a commission or as some profit. I am not very good at designing fabric. I haven't really tried it very hard, but it's still something that I don't feel that I'm very confident in, because mostly I just put things together with fabric instead of designing the fabric itself. But it is a little way for people to make money if they're graphic artists and they're designing stuff that can be utilized in a printed format on fabric, and then people want to make stuff out of it. It's just another way to sell your artwork. And sometimes find really cool fabric. We're gonna go here again. Hey Frazzle Games, how you doing? I think you're new around here. I haven't seen you before, have I? Okay. All right. We got somebody watching on YouTube's. Hey, Ribbon. Welcome back. Thanks at Unique Name Goes Here. Oh, for finding the xenomorph fabric. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Oh, I didn't do this. Okay. Some very subtle puncture marks right here for the placket placement. And guess what? That means that we're done with the sleeve pattern. Hooray! We did a thing. We did it, you guys! Did you answer my question? Did you see my question? Let me see here. What did I miss? They will sell it to other people. This one is the one about the print designer selling the print to other people? About the center front? Oh gosh. I may have missed it. Can you remind me what you said? Can you remind me what you asked? This is Remnant. Lining up the motif. Yeah, you know, I gotta admit, I'm not too worried about that with this project. I would usually, but I don't have a lot of fabric to ensure that this is a thing that can happen. But usually I do. We got sleeves, we got back is here. Just the level of the xenomorph. Yeah, it is something, you know, it's not that hard to do it, I don't think. I just need to make sure that I have the room for it. So here, let's see. We'll line up the first one. So we need to go, we'll just do it this way first. Or we could go this way. So, okay, so what then I would do is cut one out and then just place the second one in alignment somewhere down there. I think we can. I think we can. Yeah. If it's here, and then the raised part of this collar is here, like this, it could work. I think we can make that work. Well, no, now you got me thinking. I was just gonna do it, but I think we can do this. Maybe. this is a little bit. And we know we have all of this to work with. So much fun looking at somebody cutting out a pattern. I know, it's so exciting, right? Sorry it's not more interesting today. Well, this one YouTube viewer just said hi and took off or something. I don't know. We don't get a lot of chatters on YouTube. It's mostly everybody on Twitch that comes in and says hi. My friends would laugh at me. Why? Because you're watching somebody just cut out a pattern on Twitch right now? So exciting. So exciting. It's not just that though. It's not just watching somebody. It's interacting with them too. So there's more to it. But it is kind of funny. That this is where we're at, you know, with technology. It's like, I'm just doing my thing and people like to watch it. Okay. Yeah. For me, it inspires me to do it myself. That's good. That's what I love to hear. I love to hear that people learn stuff from watching me when I'm sharing things, that it inspires them, like you said, and it's really what I live for. Like, that's kind of why I have my Discord channel too. It's not just like, hey, this is the fan club for Carol's channel. This is more like, let's all share our experiences in doing this thing and have fun doing it and help each other, you know. It's a community. It's more like I like to teach stuff. And I'm always learning too. There's people that are coming on and helping me out, giving me tips. I'm like, oh, you know, I hadn't thought of that. That's an awesome idea. And it doesn't matter how long I've been doing this. I have to be humble. I'm like, yeah, alright, I haven't thought of that. That's pretty good. I love sharing too. Never thought I would watch people stream. Exactly, yeah. I would be more chatty, but I'm watching and listening while I do some creative stuff too. That's great. I'm glad that you're doing that. I appreciate the views. That's all I can say. You don't have to be necessarily active so long as you help me out and give me some views and enjoy what you're watching occasionally. That's totally fine by me. I admit I have to do the same thing myself. I'll give friends views and I'll chat with them a little bit to give them some active chatting statistics, and then I have to do my own thing, but you know, no harm, no foul, no hard feelings. It is what it is. I don't feel upset. We're so close to having this thing cut out, and I'm starving. Look at me pushing through my hunger pangs. Ugh. Alright. So for this guy, before we take this off, I need to make sure that the placements for the pocket are all set. So I'm just using push pins, and it's going to make very subtle little holes that are also going to be sewn over so that you're not going to see them. Okay, be right back. So crafty, so. So crafty said so that she will be right back. I'm gonna make a snack. Yeah, I'm getting to that point myself. I'm so hungry. So hungry. Alright, so that is the pocket placement for the front. This is going to be the right side. No, this is going to be the left side. When we turn it around, it'll be the right side. Oh my god. Guess what I almost didn't do? I almost did not cut the stupid notches. Stupid. Yeah. One here. And one, yeah, did I do this one? I did. Okay, okay. Alright, I did it. Holy crap. Who's still with me? Who's still here? Because I'm just kind of like doing my thing here, so. Who's hanging out? That's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, there's one side. That's interesting. What's happening with this? Where's my water? Oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay. Yo, Post-it! Hello. Matching the design on the pocket is going to be fun. Yeah, that's if I decide to do that. But we'll see. So, there's some interesting markings happening here. Oh, it's set to cat, and we need to set it to iron. Well, I think the good news is that this might just be left over from the fabric softener. Which it's going to be washed again anyway, so I'm not too worried. Oh, really? Oh, nuts. Oh no, well there's one. There's the other one. Okay, I need to redo. Shoot, I thought I lost them. There's that one. There's this one. And there's this one. Okay, I just need to make sure that these little holes that I made remain where they belong so that I can do that. And then this is going to get washed. We're just going to hope for the best. Alright, so from here, I'm not going to use this. I'm curious about the random YouTuber guy that came around and said, hey, and then like ran away. Like, what the heck was that about? Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, come on now. Is it blue or something from fabric softener? It doesn't show for us. No, it's just got a very light sort of staining here, and I can't really tell if that's from my ironing from just a minute ago or if that's from the fabric softener, in which case it should just wash out. In any case, I don't have too much of a choice regarding this fabric. Like, if it doesn't wash out, then we're going to have to figure something out at that point. But for now, I'm just going to try to complete the shirt itself and then wash it once it's all put together and see if that actually helps with the this little light like staining here. It might be something from the fabric softener. Again, I'm not too worried. So, cool. Let's see here. Trying to match this up. The printing itself is just so wonky. Not much to be done about it, but it is at least going to line up mostly, as well as it can. Jeez. See, it lines up here. Like, it wants to go this way. But that's not right. Come back. Alright, well, let's see what happens if we do it this way. Oh, I think it's staggered. That's why. I'm looking at it all wrong. Okay, so that's pretty good right there. Okay, great. I am going to reinsert these little pokey holes. The front seam is where it will show. Back side of it will be attached to another piece. Exactly. So I'm not gonna worry about it. It's gonna be fine, so long as it's mostly in a non-breaking up the pattern sort of place. Okay, so that's the pocket placement. Now that's not going to move, so that's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and put down a couple more over here within the seam allowance. Are they normal drawing pins? Drawing pins. They're thumbtacks, sort of push pins for corkboard. Did you say you're in the UK? Because if I have to, I'll try to find the equivalent word for things. I do try to be cultured. UK/USA. So Canada. No. No. I mean, it's kind of a mix of both. Which is actually, I'm not from Canada, but I love Canada. I love the UK. Never been. I've been to Canada though. Although I do try to like keep up with what the rest of the world is doing, because I'm not one of those arrogant US people. So I love to work in metric system, which is to me stupid that people have not adopted it more here, personally. But that's just my opinion, and I'm a little salty about it. So I do work in centimeters a lot. I'll work in English or Imperial as well, just to give everybody a chance to learn. UK versus US words. I'm a Brit. Okay. I mean, there is a difference. Yeah. There is a difference. But sometimes things are called different things, like biscuits or cookies, or chips are French fries here. So yeah, if there's like an equivalent word for things, I don't know, like the lorry, or the boot, there's just various things that you can call a thing that has a different name in the United States for whatever reason, because we're weird and I don't know. I have very, very strong opinions about how stupid some Americans are. So that's enough about that though. As far as push pins though, are they called drawing pins where you are? Just thumbtacks, push pins, things you put in a cork board or bulletin board. Push pins! So can you zoom in? Yes, I can. I think that is that one, and then I'll just go ahead and do little nachos and shoulder placement. Yes, it does. Right here. Let's do collar, center, front placket, and let's see. I think that's it for notches along the front, and then we just have these going in to give ourselves the placement for the pocket. So I think all the notches are done. I think that means that our largest pieces are successfully cut out of 3 yards of fabric, even matching the pattern on there, so that's cool. Let's see. Traditionally, we had drawing pins, but you can buy all sorts now. So are drawing pins something different than push pins? I am so curious. I must learn. Oh, hey, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Not bad, right? It's the center front. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Some are fatter, so leave a bigger hole. Oh, sure. I think they did use bigger ones, but in the Santa Fe Opera workshop. But I think those were still called push pins, to my knowledge. I am no expert, so I cannot tell you. Yes. Sometimes, if I wanted to, I do have an awl, and if I wanted to accentuate the holes that are making my markings here, my placement marks, I can just go in here and just do them a little bit bigger. because they're going to be sewn over anyway, I'm not worried about making holes in these specific areas. And the same thing too is that I could put it down and just work my awl in there. Although that does kind of leave a big hole in my thing, so I try not to do that too often. Okay, so there's that one. And we have here. Yeah, this craft paper is gonna get replaced. It's time. I like made this big gouge right here on the side with my scissor because I'm a dumbass. Oh, that was bigger than I thought. Okay. Yeah. Trying to figure out what that's all about right there. Not sure. In any case, this will be made. So the placement looks good, the pattern matching looks good. We've got the two fronts, we have the back, and we have two sleeves. These are remnants, so I'm going to cut the rest of this out later. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I did this before I ironed the whole thing. So here's the back. So that's going to be the back. And here we have the sleeves. Okay, we are off to a good start. Just looked up, looking good. Oh, cool. Thanks. Let's see. Can you still see them? Yeah, no, yeah, I can still see the placement marks, so that's no issue. So, that's done. Good thing. Let's see how much we got left here. How smart was I? Oh my gosh. Oh, see, there's another. I wonder if that's the water. And somehow it stained it with water. I don't know. I'm just going to wash it again after it's done. So I have this much. I have some remnant over here. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to fit my sleeve cuff here. Maybe it will. I don't have to necessarily have it going the same way. I can go around the wrist going that way. That might be cool. Also pocket. So I might be able to use this piece for pocket. Yeah, placing or matching that pattern on the pocket's going to be an interesting experience, to say the least. So what do we have left? We have two of these to cut out, which we do have enough on this piece of fabric right here. Let's see. We have the cuffs, which we have 4 to cut out. This long piece we might be able to get out of this. We need 2 of these. Oh, sorry. Let's see. And then, oh, 1? Oh no, cut 2. And 1 of interfacing, that makes sense. So we have that. The placket, which we need 2 of both of these. And then here's the pocket. I could do the pocket out of some contrasting fabric. I don't know though. I don't know if that would look good. So these are the bits that we have left. And I have this much fabric. So I might be able to get some of the small bits, like this, out of here. Here, maybe. Something like that. I have more little bit remnant stuff that don't necessarily have to be pattern matched. Ooh, that squeaks in just a bit right there. That won't work, but I do have this, so I can do that. All right, we're gonna be clever about this, but first, I need to eat. I'm so hungry. So hungry. But I don't know, I think I did pretty good for now. Maybe. Eat? Yes, I will. I will go eat. So thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate you joining me on my first day back after all the holiday hullabaloo. So that was fun. Glad that's over. Now, I will return after about 45 minutes. I'm gonna have some Mexican rice that we made last night. It's kind of like rice mush, but it's still delicious, so I'm gonna eat it anyway. And yeah, we'll see you when I get back. Thank you so much. So Crafty, and Post Up, thank you for coming back. And Ribbon Kitten again, thank you very, very much. And I hope your crafting also goes well. Thank you everybody for those wonderful tips, and I will see you in about 45 minutes. Okay, can we do this? We can do this. We'll see you back.